Okay, guys, take two. It seemed like I got cut off, and I've no idea why. So maybe I have touched a nerve here, and I didn't mean to. So, um, this is take two, and hope you are all well. Just explaining. Uh, I just got cut off, and I just saying what the hell's happened to, with Sam Smith. And this is what I'm going to look at with this energy read. I'm an intuitive energy reader. I love what I do. I also do private readings too. So Sam Smith, if you're watching this, I'm going to do a reading on you. And Sam, if this resonates with you, looking at these images at the back here, if this resonates with you, please, get in touch with me and let me actually read for you further. Okay, so I don't know what this reading is going to actually expose, but we'll see. Okay, what I'm going to do while we're here, I'm going to actually really bore you by changing the avatar, not the avatar, the thumbnail, because I want people to see what this is. And while we're waiting, maybe we can ask the questions. What happened to him? What? I like I said with the last live show that when I got cut off, that I used to love him, and I've got a lot of memories of the album that he made about mostly about your heart broken, and about love, and a lot of us, I feel a lot of us could actually relate to that. So have I cut that off again? I really don't know what I'm doing now. This has gone a bit crazy. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. Just let me know if I'm still alive, because it seems like I'm just messing this up. So anyway, let me know if it's live. Put in the chat there. That's, I keep messing it up, and I don't know why this is happening. Okay. I think I've got cut off again. So let me know if I've actually got cut off, if this is boring me now. Oh, thanks for coming back. I think I'm still live. Thank you. I just feel like um it just feels like I'm trying to do this, yet it doesn't seem to want to let me do it. So if you just bear with me and let me sort this out. And I hate this because it usually goes straight to it and actually sort it out, but for some reason it's just playing games. So just bear with me 5-10 minutes and we'll get this sorted. Okay, so I am still live. Let's get a picture up here that's more kind of honest to this reading. What happened? What has happened to Will Smith? Let's have a look at this. And I don't want to put something too explicit, because I will just get, I will just get banned, or I will get. Although his videos were extremely, his videos, his concerts have been extremely explicit. If any of us actually did that in real life, we would actually, we actually get, banned. We would, our YouTube channels would be getting taken down if I dressed like that. So interesting. It's interesting. Thank you. Just had a few technical problems and we're okay now. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I don't. Oh dear. It just throws you when you get so many technical problems and you're just raring to go live and you don't want to hear it because you want to get to what's going on here. Well, um, not Will Smith, Sam Smith. Did anybody else particularly like his his old album? Very vulnerable, very authentic album. I preferred that one. I loved it. I cried every time I listened to that. I feel what energies I'm getting with Sam Smith is that he became very famous by by using, like an artist, like using his vulnerabilities and laying them out bare there, laying them out bare. This is my vulnerabilities. This is how I feel. I'm writing it all down and I'm singing about this. So nothing new. This is what artists do, but he did it in such a brilliant way. He did it in such a brilliant way. We all felt it. We all felt, we could see ourselves in him. We could see our partners in him. We could see our family members in him. And I feel that he touched a lot of people's souls with the old with the old Sam. He touched a lot of souls. So what I want to look, where's his soul gone? Feels like his soul has disappeared with this new kind of person, this person that he's changed into. It's like he's actually surrendered, surrendered his soul. Comparing these two images behind me, the old Sam seems to be vulnerable. He's still got his spirit, he's still got his soul. He's just trying to work out, why am I getting so famous over expressing this? And I feel this energy from Sam Smith. Why am I getting so famous for just expressing how weak I am, really? And I don't feel that we saw him as weak. But I feel he was a little bit lost back then. And I feel since then, since the old Sam, I feel that he has tried to experiment. I feel that he's tried to experiment. I feel the old Sam Smith was very vulnerable, and he wanted to get to know, how do I become a big superstar, and how do I cope with that? So there was lots of experimenting, dabbling of how do I, he was right to walk into Hollywood with this authenticity, this naivety. He walked into like the Illuminati, although I don't know much about that, but this is the energies that I'm getting here. He walked into Hollywood, the Illuminati, and they actually saw him coming, you know, um, and they wanted to exploit his naivety. Now it's like, and I have no idea how this, if this is true or not. I have no idea because I don't know. I don't get myself associated with Hollywood. I'm just your average kind of girl or woman. I wouldn't even want to get involved with Hollywood. So, what I get with this situation, intuitively wise, is that I get Sam Smith very confused, not confused, but in the eyes of Hollywood, he was right to kind of exploit and get him to sacrifice because he was lost and he didn't know who he was. And this is quite dangerous, because then, Hollywood Illuminati would see him from a mile away, that it's like from a possibly a working class background. I don't know, I've not researched that. Working class background, does not know anything about Hollywood. And here we have this fresh kind of virgin coming into Hollywood. That's the way they would see this, like, you're a virgin, and a virgin entering Hollywood. Oh, what fun we can have with you. They're all devils in Hollywood. They're all twisted, they're all devils. And I feel with this energy that I pick up intuitively with, not that I've heard, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know any of this, but energy wise, picking up from Sam Smith, this energy of being very, they would see it as naive. This Illuminati, whoever this is, this group, this cult, they would see it as like naive, wide-eyed virgin entering, a person coming in from England, and they haven't got a clue about us here, what fun we can have here with him, kind of thing. And this is the energy, evil people, basically. Perverts. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I won't get monetized. Very twisted people. Very dangerous people. Very dangerous people. Twisted people. But because he was so famous, they would have, they would have opened up their arms for Sam Smith. I don't know if I'm still live, guys. Am I still live? Just let me know. Or am I chatting to myself here? So, so what I get here is, I'm going to pull some cards out. Is that he entered Hollywood, and for some reason, not all the Illuminati actually target people, but only people who want to be targeted, only people that want to know more, only people who want to look behind that curtain and find out more about what's going on behind the scenes in Hollywood. There are people in Hollywood that actually, famous people that would say, yeah, okay, I can see that curtain, but I'm not going there. Okay, thank you very much. I'm not going there. You come anywhere near me, I've got the money to, cause you a lot of problems. So no, thank you very much. But I think with Sam Smith, he wanted to peek around that curtain and find out what's really going on there. I think because he felt lost. I get like a bit of a fallen angel kind of thing. Energy. I think he knows that. I think he knows that I don't want to go into his childhood. I just feel that he was very kind of the the words and the songs that he sang were very vulnerable, were very thought-provoking, evocative, and brilliant. I thought he was brilliant. The old Sam Smith was absolutely brilliant. And this new guy, this new debauched kind of image that he's got now, this is like post Illuminati, post kind of corruption. I'm not interested in, and a lot of us are not interested. We fell in love with the old Sam Smith, and now he's like turned into this freak show. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. Please put your comments in the chat there. But I fell in love with his lyrics. I fell in love with the tone of his voice, his the love in his voice and passion. And when I saw this, I fell out of love with him. I fell out of love with Sam Smith, and a lot of his fans, I feel, have fallen out of love with him. And I feel this is what this is. He's lost. I feel, let's pull out some cards. He's lost, and I feel he's always been lost. I don't even feel he knew what his identity was. He didn't know what sexuality it was. I feel that there was some interference with him as a child. It may be the root cause of why he feels like this feeling lost here. So this is strange. Yeah, money. It's all about money. It's all about money. I think he wants to cash in on this. Okay, well, this is interesting because what this is saying is he doesn't want to be a slave to this any longer. He wants to make his final, I don't know why the light's coming on bright like that. I don't know why. But he wants to make his final goodbyes by making lots and lots of money. And he thought that he could cash in on this by exposing this very kind of raunchy side to. It's like saying, it's like this LGBT, whatever it is, non-binary kind of people that expressing their sexuality, expressing them, being free to express who they are. Well, I think that's great. I think that's great. We got all these rainbow flags and that kind of thing. I think that's great as long as you don't interfere with straight people, yeah, people who are straight, and push those boundaries to say, just for being a normal straight person, to actually make them feel like they're wrong, turning the narrative to say that LGBT are all we are, because I feel that everyone has been in agreement that, yeah, go and express yourself, and gay rights and all that kind of thing. That's fantastic. You need to express yourself, and being very kind of supportive in that. But this has gone to the extreme. It's gone to the extreme. This is the energies that I'm picking up. This has gone beyond that. It's like saying, we have a right. It's like they are making straight people like we're their enemies. So we're not. We were saying, fly the flag, of your sexuality. It's fantastic that you found who you are at last. But a lot of these people, a lot of these non-binary, I don't know whether they're a woman or a man, they're somewhere in between. They're lost souls. I feel that they're very lost. There's a lot of I and I feel energy wise, I feel there's a lot of like gender dysphoria and this mental illness that needs to be addressed. But instead of it being saying, hey, I've just realized I've got gender, and being even more kind of out there, being more open and transparent and saying, look, you know what? I've got gender dysphoria, and I'm lost. I'm lost, and I don't know who I am, or is Does this mean that I need to get therapy? Yes, you do. Yes, you do need to get therapy. Um, and I think, being a medical person myself, I would deduce that to say, yes, you do need to go and get help. If you so messed up in the head that you don't know who you are, what gender you are, you're somewhere placed in the middle, which is gender dysphoria, and would be diagnosed, and you would need to get therapy for that. That's a mental health issue. But with this culture, they're trying to push this onto society to say, it's not gender dysphoria. It's you're the ones that are wrong for actually saying that we're insane. You're just trying to push it to make gay people and the LGBT community, non-binary people, insane. Well, it's not that you're insane, it's that many of you have, I'm not saying many of you, but a lot of you have said that I have autism. I have autism. I'm autistic, and that could also be something very confusing for someone to know who they are. So, wow. So I'm now going into the realms of, but a normal old school female like myself who is straight, who champions this gay rights, these gay rights, and but it's taken over. It seems to have taken over, and we feel quite scared of this now. We're feeling frightened of we're actually feeling frightened and fearful, being old school women. We're quite scared of this. It's quite scary. And that's what's concerning, is how frightening this is. Although we used to champion this, this is fantastic, that it's fantastic that you are finding yourself and being expressive, and it's wonderful. But then to say, I am a woman of and I could have a baby when you are a man, and actually saying that normal women, biological women, are actually wrong. Why are we wrong? Why are we wrong? Lots of us women have supported you gay people and gay rights and all that. Why are you picking on women? Why are you trying to shock women to death, like you're trying to take over our identities, making out, dressing like sluts, dressing like because I feel this new Sam Smith dressing up like a whore, and it just feels as if these men who want to take out their femininity are dressing up as sluts and whores. That's offensive to women. It's offensive. We've actually fought so hard to get, look at Emily Pankhurst and tying themselves up, chaining themselves up to the railings of Parliament, and what they went through just for us to get a vote. What we have to go through. We have to put up with having lower pay than men do, and we're fighting all the time to get this equality and to stop this abuse on women. And here you are, portraying women as being whores and sluts. what does this really mean? What does this really mean? Does this mean deep down that you've got hatred towards women? Do you have a hatred towards did you hate your mother? Have a resentment of, having a woman that didn't love you, that left you alone with some kind of paedophile? Um, is that because, I mean, women get the blame as mothers and as partners and as wives. We get the blame for everything when because a lot of narcissistic toxic guys will not take any responsibility, accountability for anything, and roam the land being lost little boys because my wife, my partner, my mother will take the blame for all of this. These types of guys here behind me who are lost end up reaching rock bottom, and when they reach rock bottom, they either end their own lives or they go and seek therapy. And why not be transparent and say, hey, I need to see, I am gender dysphoric, and I need to, this stems from my childhood, and I wanted a mother that loved me, and I lost my way here. I need to go and get therapy. I need to get deep therapy to sort this out. Not only that, I get some kind of drug stuff going on here and I'm picking this up intuitively because I'm an intuitive energy reader. I'm just going to have a look at some of your comments. I've noticed some people coming on here. Thank you for coming, by the way. I'm not sure if this would be interesting to anyone, but it certainly is interesting. I find it fascinating. Rachel, same as you, Yvonne. Loved him when he first came out. He seems confused now. And outies, I have never been a fanatic, but yeah, it seems strange what's happening with his performances and videos. Don't get a good feeling about him. Yeah, I don't. I feel he's quite dangerous. He's scary. I feel that normal female, straight female, I mean straight female or straight male would be scared of that. Yeah, would be scared of that. So thank you for coming to the live show. Would be actually scared of, he's got a corset, his fat's hanging out, his belly's hanging out, but he's tightened this corset, tightened so tight that he's got blubber, he's got, what woman would do that? What woman would put a corset on like that, so tight like that, with all the, all the flab hanging out? Well, I think if you want to celebrate that you don't care if you're fat, you don't care if you look fat, and I'm just gonna squeeze this corset on that doesn't even fit me, and I'm just going to look let this flab just like pour out. I mean, not many women, a lot of women are embarrassed that they've got a little bit of flab. Many women are a little bit embarrassed that they're a little bit overweight, and they wouldn't dream of doing that. They'd want to, firm up and make sure that they look good at least. But it's like a flabby, it's trying to project a flabby whore who doesn't care about what people think of them. Because, I'm going to just be a slut and a whore, whether you like it or not. And yet, this is not even a woman. This is a man dressed as in a woman's corset, suspenders and stockings, I find it quite difficult to understand. I do. Um, and what I do pick up here is I'm not putting a label on this, a gender dysphoria. I feel this person, there may even be involved with this autism. There may be bipolar. There's also possibly some narcissism. Certainly gender dysphoria. Um, and each, I feel, let's pull some cards out here. Yeah, I feel he's got I feel he's had some kind of meltdown here. I also get money that he's cashing in on this, pouring himself out like this. It's like it's like he's prostituting himself out here to make some cash. So that's I feel that he's got some financial losses to amend with this card. And this card's it means that, and this is going behind the scenes of what's really going on here. That I feel that Madonna made huge amounts of money for the way she did this. She showed off her sexuality, and everybody thought it was very kind of trashy, but she made a lot of money out of it. Now he has got some financial losses to amend. Um, personal, there's personal difficulties here. So that's what I get here. I feel he's done this because he wants to, it's like he wants to pour in the millions into his bank account and have a certain amount in his bank account, like solvent of like 10 million, and I'll feel happy if I'm solvent with 10 the lifestyle that he leads. I also get there's a relationship that's ended here. Now there is this trans person, uh, this I feel what I pick up here is the transsexual who, dresses like a woman, looks like a woman, is attractive as a woman, but is a man, okay. And I feel there's been some relationship there. I also get that person actually led him into this debauched lifestyle. I feel it's not a woman, it's a man. Um, and there's this element of wanting to be whores and slots. Sorry, that's what's coming through. Just wanting to be not, they're not happy by being a woman, a normal woman like me or a normal everyday woman. No, their perception of a woman is being a whore or a slut, and they're living out that fantasy. This is what this is. They're living out the fantasy that this is how women should be. Women should be these whores, and women should be very superficial and cry about anything. This is a fantasy world. It's fantasy. It's not real. Thousands and millions of women just live boring lives, and we like it that way. Why can't you just do that? Why can't you just like be a normal woman and get yourself a sewing machine and be a sewing bee? Because that's what a lot of normal women do. They don't. This is a man-made. This is a man-made fantasy. Is this perception of what these LGB and non-diverse, whatever it is called, their fantasy of how women are and how it's a fantasy, it's a man-made fantasy, and a lot of this is not true. Um, and forcing this on women is just ridiculous. Um, And I also feel that he wanted to cash in on this to get the King of Pentacles. He's definitely gay. I feel he's gay, but he's trying to get the LGB. He's trying to look at all the diversities, and cash in on it. He's trying to cash in on non-binary, gay, and all these different kind of diversities. When I feel that he's gay, but there's all this, I don't know. I don't want. I feel he's dabbled in an awful lot of different things, and I don't even want to go there. I really don't want to put my mind to that. It's about money, and he needs to make some money. I think he's thrown money around, and he needs to make some money. Um, the thing is with this new image, he's losing a lot of his fans. He's losing a lot. Yes, he's getting a following, gay following, and but women that love the old Sam and his heartbreaking songs that could relate to that, and men, and your normal straight guy listening, or your normal straight woman, he's lost all of those fans because of this new image. He knows it. He knows that he has. I think his reputation is just going to start to go down. People don't like this. They don't like the fact that this whole this whole circus, this whole circus, people just don't like it. It's all about money, and he's been overspending, and he needs some money. He needs some money. If Sam, if you're watching this, and I do get the devil card in reverse, you're enacting the devil. Why would I get the devil card? You're enacting Satanism. This is like it's like devil worshipping, and you're actually thinking this is going to make you money by this devil worshipping. I think people find it absolutely, well, I do. I actually feel sick when I watched it, actually. It's not that I don't like gay people. I've always championed them when people were gay, or they're non-diverse, they're non-binary. But now the way that this is coming out, this non-binary thing, attacking women, it's gone a bit crazy. And I don't support them as much as I used to support them, you know. It's a relationship with fantasy. This is courting a fantasy, the moon card. All this is courting a fantasy. This is what this is. It's a mental illness too. It's being pretty deluded of the way these types of people, and I have to say that because they're not people, they're things, aren't they? It's like teaching children how to be like this, it's wrong. So I feel this is a mental illness, as I've said. um he's cashing in on it, basically, but at the same time he's losing a lot of, well, I think he's took it for granted that he's got all these concerts which are crammed full of people because people have bought tickets to see Sam Smith, thinking it's the old Sam Smith. I need to see, oh, I loved him, I love his music. And they end up seeing this devil worshipping when they get there. I've waited months for this concert. This concert ticket cost me a fortune. And, hoping to see the old Sam Smith. and I end up seeing this devil worshipper. This is the way this came across. So it feels remorse now. It feels like, have I gone too far? He's lost his voice, yeah. So I'm just looking at your chat here. Apparently he's lost his voice. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Or is he kind of realizing that this has been a bad kind of idea, this whole thing? Because he's the people are complaining, attacking him personally, in the streets. So I get here, he does regret this. He regrets doing this. He regrets actually taking this very strong kind of move here. It was plagued with fantasy. It was a fantasy, and he wanted to explore this fantasy, which he did. And I feel that, part of that was the Illuminati. I feel that he was lured into, I don't think he was lured, I think he walked willingly into that to want to explore that. And he did. And I can feel what went on, but I'm not going to say it here. It's too offensive. But he wanted to show the world what he'd been up to behind the scenes. And this is what he's doing here. Sam Smith here with these concerts. He's saying, look, this is what, I'm in Hollywood now. I'm with this set of people, these Illuminati, who reprogram you and make you, there's no boundaries. And, he was right for the picking, but he walked into that willingly. Many people in Hollywood would not walk anywhere near that, but Sam did. He wanted to know. He wanted to be part of that perversion, and I feel this is what this is. He's just showing the world, look what I've done. Look, I've exercised my fantasies, and he's become a devil in a way. He's become evil, and it's abuse of power with the magician. It's an abuse of power. It's going to be blocked. I feel that there's people who love it. There's lots of people that hate it. I think he's realised there's more people that hate this. He's going to close this chapter up, and I feel he's going to go very kind of hermit-like into hiding. I feel we won't hear anything from him. I feel he's cancelled these concerts because he's realised that it's a big wake-up call. People calling him twisted, perverted. What are you doing? You keep away from our children. This is a big kind of wake-up call for him. And I think he wanted also to be a male kind of Lady Gaga. I don't get it. But the other side of this is like wanting to show the world what he gets up to behind the scenes. It's also like a sign to the Illuminati that, I agree with this. I agree with this cult. I agree with it. I'm happy to go along with. I love it. I love it. I support it. So him supporting something so horrible like that, which is devil worship, it is sacrifice. He is going to, there's millions and thousands and millions and billions of people that are going to be shocked by that and think, I used to love you. I used to love you, but look at you. You're weird. And I feel this is the way he's being portrayed now. He's going to close off it's an experience. He's exploring his fantasy. He wants to be a male slut. He wants to show the world that he's, explored this, but he's going to close this down. This cycle of this Illuminati or whatever this is, this debauched lifestyle, he's going to close it down. That cycle is over. He's realized that he can't break free from this either. He's got involved with this and he can't break free from this. And with the Tower in reverse, for whatever reason, they've got him tied into this. We can't break free, and that's why a lot of people do not get involved in the first place, because they know if this goes outside of the Illuminati or whatever this is, your life is finished. If you go out there and tell people all about what goes on with our secret society, your life is ended. We'll make it look like you've ended your own life. He's got narcissism too. I get narcissistic tendencies with that card. Very narcissistic, very love me. I want it pouring into me, shower me, make me look important kind of thing. But now he's having to defend these decisions of why he changed from one to the other. He's having to defend this and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it having to defend, well, this is who I am, this person who is a whore and a slut, betraying, well, this is who I am, but you don't like it. You don't like my darker side. So I feel that this is all gonna end right now. As we speak right now, he's not gonna do no more concerts. He's just gonna go hermit mode and he's gonna decide on his next kind of move. I feel he's experienced that, he's experienced it. He may even get some therapy. He may even go into a facility or get some private help of why this happened. His vulnerabilities. But I don't feel that we're going to hear from. I may be wrong. I may be totally wrong. But I don't feel after this concert we're going to hear from him for some time. Yeah. And Deborah, hi Deborah, he's lost. Yeah, he is. And he has lost his voice, but I feel that's also an excuse. I don't feel that, is it, did he really lose his voice or has he used that as an excuse to say, I'm actually having a meltdown here and I'm doing it publicly. I don't know who I am. I'm lost and I'm having a public meltdown here and I need to go and get help and I need to stop this right now. Is it a meltdown or is it, or did he lose his voice? Let me just ask the cards. Is it a meltdown or did he actually lose his voice or is he having some mental break here? I can't dress up as the devil tonight because I've done it so many times now. I don't feel that I can do this. I'm not really, it's not really happening for me. So let me pull a card out here. He's thinking about his family. I feel his family's involved with this now. They were proud of him coming out as a gay person, maybe his mother or I get that they were very proud of him coming out. But they're realizing this is going too far. This is more like a mental break rather than I think becoming very famous and yeah, quite lost. So I get here, uh, his family are going to step in here. His family, whoever this is, family are going to step in and say, you need to, you need to take some time away from this. This person is narcissistic. He has, and narcissism is a mental health issue. Person who's got two heads, two faces, behind closed doors. He's very vulnerable. He's the old, it's two faces, isn't it? Two faces. Um, Two faces. One is um, the vulnerable heart on his sleeve person. The other one is right in your face, kind of. I'm just going to take it all, and I am just going to feed off this, and I'm just going to exercise my desires and my fantasies. So, but this is more of a mental illness rather than um, treating people badly. I feel you'd have to treat people badly to do this. So he's kind of two-faced. Yeah, he's actually decided just to cut this off. He's just decided, give them their money back. I'm not doing this. Let's just, family are involved with this now. You're getting yourself into a bad situation here. And this book here, which is educating yourself, educating how harmful this could be to the public. This could actually, this could be quite dangerous, and 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 this is like also educating yourself to how harmful this could be. Um, Now I get this card here, which is the fishes. It's moving upstream, moving downstream. And this is saying, why not move downstream and move with the flow instead of struggling upstream against the flow? This is what this card is. And, why did you take this route of this damaging kind of route of going against the grain and trying to go upstream? It's such a difficult road. You're going to not be able to recover from that. It's going to be exhausting. Yeah, the other road was so easy. It was going with the flow and things flowed a lot easier. So why take that hard road? So this is what this is saying. This was all about love. Okay, well, we're going to finish this reading now. This was all about love. This is a bit cliche, but this was what this is what this is saying is that Sam Smith tends to put his experiences out there as he's experiencing, and this is quite interesting. As he's experiencing something, he'll write about it, and he'll show the world what he's experiencing, whether that's the old Sam Smith, his heartbreak, how he loved someone and they didn't treat him right, he was heartbroken, and he wrote about it and he told everyone about it in his very vulnerable way, and because that's the experience that he was going through at the time. This other thing is this new experience. It's like getting over this heartbreak, getting over this total, this person who's totally heartbroken, and to actually expressing, I don't give a damn, I don't give a damn, and I'm going to get what I want out of life because I'm not going to get hurt again. I'm not going to go through this again. I'm just going to grab what I can from life. And this is where this other side of, you know, this two, this, it's like a split personality. What this is saying is this is expression. Expression. This is how Sam Smith expresses himself. Whatever he's going through at the time, he's going to share it through his music. The old Sam Smith, we loved it, you know, we loved it. Oh my goodness, I cried to some of those songs. This new Sam Smith is showing us, and he's trying to share his experience with us, but a lot of us don't like it. And I feel this was romantic love. And I'm saying about the love card here, the difference between romantic love and something that's pure lust and not love. So it's like showing us what pure, you know, romantic love is about, and you know, pure love, and actually showing us like, I don't give a you know, I don't give a shit. I don't, I'm not going to love anyone anymore. I'm just going to be superficial. I'm just going to get the sex, and I'm just going to you know, I'm not going to care about falling in love again. It's just going to be lust for me from now on. So it's all about love, guys, and it's all about expressing how he's feeling and what experience he's going through at the time. But this is leading to some kind of meltdown, you know. Everybody needs love, everyone needs affection, everybody needs to feel that, if it's not from someone else, from yourself, you know, from yourself. This new Sam Smith is not showing that he loves himself inside. He's not showing that he loves himself. He's saying, you know, up yours, I don't give a shit about anything, and I'm just going to get what I can. So this is what this is about. It will turn into a burnout, and that's what I get here for this. So yeah, okay. I'm not going to do 3 questions. Sorry, but I thought I'd do something a little bit different about, and do a reading on my hair is just not happening tonight at all. So I just thought I'd look at Sam Smith. It's a little bit crazy the way that how he's changed. But this reading actually does explain why he's changed. Sam Smith, if you're watching this, I doubt if you are, but if you're interested in little me, you know, doing this reading on you, I just have to say, take some time out, because I feel that you do, everybody needs love and affection. I feel you've lost your way, and I feel that you need to find, you know, love for yourself, because it looks like you've lost value, you've lost your respect for yourself, to actually do devil worship after what you did before, which is being very vulnerable, is shocking. It's polar opposite to what you did last time. And a lot of your followers and fans loved you for who you used to be. This is just shocking, and we don't understand it. I think you need to draw a line under it, go and take some time away, maybe a couple of years. And I think that's what you're going to do. I think you're going to take a couple of 3 years if you ever come back. And you'll come back with a more kind of transparent, open kind of somewhere in between the old and the new, like you've discovered who you are. Took a while, all through heartbreak and experience. Um, but you got there in the end. That could be your lyrics, couldn't it? So that's the reading for Sam Smith. I hope you enjoyed it. Please put comments in the in the comment section in below, and thank you for coming. I didn't expect many people to come to the live show. I've just been so busy. I'm going to actually follow this up. I do private readings. If you're interested in a private reading consultation, I'll put my in the description box at the bottom, my email. So yeah, so and I also do general readings for all of us, but I also look at other things too intuitively, see if I can get to the truth and the bottom of it. So the truth and the bottom, excuse the pun, truth and the bottom of Sam Smith is that he was lost, and it was all about love. And he writes, and this is what great artists do, they write about their experiences. And that's what he's done. He's written about his experiences, what he's going through. But this is exposing that he's lost himself somewhere through these experiences of, genuinely falling in love to actually don't give a shit, and actually just going for non-romantic love, and just, just lust and sex, because it's like he's saying to himself, I can cope with this, because it doesn't go deep, and it doesn't affect me psychologically. That other thing, the old me, that did affect me psychologically. But in the truth of it all, it wasn't ready for any of this. And I feel he will need, I feel he's going to, is he going to give up his friends? I feel he just may actually just, I think he's going to look at his health, well-being, and actually go and get some therapy. I feel that's what I get here. Okay, guys.